What's up, everyone? This has been a topic that I've touched on quite a bit in my BuzzFeed career, but I want to just keep talking about it because it's really important. But I want to know, when you walk into a store and you're looking to try to find a nude color bra, what color are the nude color bras coming to you? Like, when you ask the person who works there, I'm looking for a nude color bra, what color do they usually bring you? Is it usually your skin tone, or is it beige? I'm gonna call up my friend Jazz, and we're gonna talk about the history of the color nude. Hey, Jazz!
Hi, my friend!
How are you?
I'm okay. You look good.
Do I?
Yes, we out here in our neons.
Okay, so this is my question. Have you ever bought a nude color bra?
I mean, nude being as close to my skin tone as possible, but that's only been within the past 3 years, but before that, no. And that's even me being a very light-skinned, person.
So for me, I remember in college, a strapless bra that I needed to be skin tone so that it wouldn't show through my white t-shirts or things like that. A friend of mine gave it to me because I was in a pinch, and she's darker than me. And the bra that she gave me was probably the color of my coffee. And I was like, wow, yeah, I guess this is what we have.
Yeah, no, that's just a shade of brown.
It's almost just like beige, yeah. And then I did a BuzzFeed video where that Deja produced, and we were just discussing, the term nude, and she introduced us to a bunch of brands that catered to different types of nudes, different skin tones of nudes, specifically for Black women. And that's when I got my strapless bra that was actually my skin tone.
Yes, truly, do not let that go.
No.
In the past 6 years, we've seen lingerie, even jumpsuits and stuff being that nude color. Black women and women of color have had to have been tired of this for a while, but then especially when it jumps off as a trend, we're out here being oh, really? There's nothing.
So Jazz, we are gonna go back to school a little bit and go a little back in history and talk about the history of this term nude. The adjective nude is Latin in origin, derived from the word nudus, meaning naked, bare, unclothed, stripped. I see no lie there. The term meaning something closer to mere, plain, simple when referring to nude comes from the 1550s.
I'm already pissed.
One of those things where it's almost
see where this is going.
Sort of like a blank slate term.
Well, it would be one thing if the definition was mere, plain, and simple, and I automatically thought of no specific race.
Right.
But
nude, of course, also relates to items or products which supposedly match the wearer's skin tone and color, or giving the appearance of nudity, according to Merriam-Webster. But according to HuffPost, Merriam-Webster's original definition of nude was having the color of a white person's skin. In fact, this is still Merriam-Webster's definition of the term flesh-colored. It was still the singular definition of nude for the dictionary up until 2015, when Ithaca College student Louise tweeted at Merriam-Webster asking, "At Merriam-Webster, why are you the only dictionary describing nude as white? Can we get with the times? Hashtag nude awakening."
The tweet heard around the world.
Right. Over 800 people participated in the Nude Awakening campaign, flooding the comment section of the word's definition on Merriam-Webster's website. The campaign ended up working, and the dictionary changed their definition to having a color that matches the wearer's skin tones. And they keep it vague.
Okay.
So that makes me feel a little bit better.
That's fine. Keep it vague.
The beauty and fashion industries have been slowly transitioning to nude shades away from pale pinks and beiges throughout about the last decade, responding to more diverse populations needing certain products in a nude that matched their skin tone. Yeah. As they should be.
Before, it was just wild because these companies had 12, 15 shade ranges, and the first 8 would all be different shades of white.
Yeah.
And porcelain. And
sand.
Transparent. And yes.
Sand, seashell.
Then 4 medium and a dark.
Yeah, literally one dark shade. Jessica Krull of Glamour writes a brief history highlighting milestones for the color nude and inclusivity in the beauty industry. In the early 1900s, Anthony Overton creates high brown face powder made specifically for women of color. He was a country judge and the son of former slaves. shapes. 1973, Fashion Fair, the first cosmetics line for women of color sold in department stores, debuts. 1986, Prescriptives adds a liquid foundation to their foundation collection. It includes a formula using micronized titanium dioxide, which was used to reduce ashy casts on deeper skin tones.
Truly, no one's just ashy right damn here.
I've had to like do my fair share of searching for actual powders that are brown so that, you know, it can still give me that photo finish look, but I'm not looking crazy in photos. 1994, supermodel Iman, love her, launched a makeup brand specifically geared towards women of color. She was supposedly inspired after 18 years of having to mix her own foundation shades at photo shoots.
Could you imagine showing up for work? I mean, never mind, we all have done this. At that time, to even be like a black model and to be respected and then to have to do your own makeup and that be your responsibility.
Like, that is not her job. She's supposed to show up and be fine.
It's that little stress that I feel like is put on black women to take care of that other people are too privileged and don't like think about that type of.
In 2005, Queen Latifah works with CoverGirl to launch the Queen Collection, inclusive to many skin shades. I remember this rollout. Do you remember this rollout?
Girl, I've wanted to marry Queen Latifah since I saw that bitch and set it off.
2010, Michelle Obama wore a Naeem Khan gown that many outlets described the color of as nude or flesh, which invoked responses from some as the dress Obama donned was clearly not the same color as her skin.
Okay, if a white person is claiming that color, honey.
Are they dead?
Yellowish.
It's like a little yellow, yeah.
Yeah.
In 2012, Sephora and Pantone Color IQ launches. The program does color matching, photographing people's skin and matching it to one or more of 1,000 foundation shades.
I was there when it rolled out. It was pretty cool though. You took like 2 pictures of the forehead, of the cheek. They would put them like all together and then like color match you to all the brands that they carried inside of Sephora.
2015, Louboutin releases a collection of heels and flats in 7 shades of nude. In the same year, Apple released multi-ethnic emojis, including 5 more skin tones. 2017, Rihanna's Fenty Beauty launches with a 40-color foundation range with deeper shades selling out quickly both in stores and online. Makeup stores that are specialty stores like Sephora and stuff, those are much easier to shop in because you're able to swatch. If you can't necessarily like afford Sephora, you need to go to a drugstore.
Exactly.
Like, it's really hard because you can't swatch and test things out. So I actually was able to locate my strapless bra, and this is her.
Yes.
Not only is it a great color, but it also is like really great quality. It fits really nice. And the brand is Nubian Skin. So the brand was started in 2014 by Ade Hassan. She started the company out of frustration after not being able to find something as simple as tights to match her skin tone. I will say, when it comes to finding, you know, skin tone tights, it's hard. Like, you can't just walk into CVS or Rite Aid or something like that and easily locate like a skin tone stocking. It's just not a thing. She has a lot of different shades. She has cafe au lait, caramel, cinnamon, berry.
Yeah, this is gorgeous. I'm like trying to buy some.
What about Band-Aids? Like, have you ever seen a Band-Aid in your skin tone?
Never. They were always very pink. To be honest, I don't even think that I knew that Band-Aids were flesh colored.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad
Totally,
thing.
I totally hear you. Because it's almost like it's so pink that it's like, it's clearly supposed to be pink. In June 2020, Band-Aid, the brand, announced it would release bandages that match a more diverse skin tone range. Their announcement was met with some disappointment online, pointing out that it's taken this long for them to release bandages in more than one nude color. However, Band-Aid does state that they've been selling clear bandages since 1950.
Who the is clear?
Casper! They said that they tried to launch a more inclusive color line back in 2005, but discontinued it after a lack of interest.
Oh, bullshit. If you are in the year 2020 doing something you should have done a long time ago and you're being called out for it, put your head down and just say, yeah, we f***ed up.
Other companies have focused on creating inclusive bandages like Tru-Colour, which sells bandages and kinesiology tape in a wide variety of shades since 2014.
I used that tape when I played sports. That's dope.
Another company is called Browndages. Browndages is a Black-owned company created in 2018 by a husband and wife team that makes bandages specifically for brown skin.
This is pretty cute.
Oh, cute little website.
Oh, also, I really love their packaging.
Even with all of the changes and transitions of what the word nude actually means in beauty and fashion, I still feel like people are using the word and talking about peach or white skin. Because the word nude has been around so long and like it's just always meant one particular thing, it always takes a while for meanings to change and transition with the times. You guys, thank you for watching.
Yes.
Comment below, like when was the first time you saw your skin tone in like a bandage or a swimsuit or foundation color or even translucent powders? Like, let's talk about it. Let's get the conversation going because I feel like we could all benefit from your answers.